INFJs are extremely rare. Sometimes it can get confusing, as you may assume that you're an INFJ based on a few traits. However, it may not be true. If you want to know if you're truly an INFJ, there are a lot of traits, but there's another way to know. We've collected a list of traits that will confirm you are not an INFJ if you possess any of them. Without further ado, let's dive right into it. 1. You stay connected to the real world. If you are an INFJ, you will love your imaginary world more than the real world. But if you can stay connected to the real world and do not have a hiding place in your mind where you take shelter, then you may not be an INFJ. INFJs are creative, logical-minded, and have an abstract way of thinking. Their perception of the world is much more beautiful than the world itself. They also come up with innovative solutions to problems. If you do not struggle with staying in the real world, then you may be any other type, but definitely not an INFJ. 2. You understand your emotions. INFJs have a lot of trouble keeping their emotions in check. Their emotions are sometimes all over the place. INFJs also have a hard time making decisions because they're always scared of taking the wrong step. They even think about how their life decisions will impact other people. If you know what to do and do not overthink before starting something new, then you do not belong to the INFJ personality type. Feeling confident in what they've decided is not something an INFJ can easily do. It troubles them a lot to balance their emotions and find the middle ground. 3. Nonperfectionist. Any INFJ is a perfectionist that feels compelled to do things with perfection. It can take up a lot of their energy, stamina, and sometimes even affect their mental stability. But they have to get things done the right way. INFJs will keep redoing a project until they're satisfied, no matter if they get it done right in the first attempt. Things like this make it hard for an INFJ to get through projects, but eventually they take care of it. So, if you do not bother much about perfection, or if messes do not bother you, then you're definitely not an INFJ. 4. Cleanliness. Like we mentioned before, INFJs obsess over cleanliness. They hate messes because it hinders their thinking. Living with a chaotic mind, they need some sort of cleanliness and organization to bring their lives to some stability. If you're okay with living in a messy room, or your overflowing closet does not bother you, then you need to retake your personality test. It is not possible for an INFJ to live peacefully, unbothered in a cluttered surroundings. It takes a toll on their mental health until they figure a way out of it. 5. Are you observant enough? An INFJ is highly observant. They pay attention to all the details of the lives of their friends and loved ones. It is highly unlikely for an INFJ to not notice trivial details or forget about them. They keep a track of everything that happens in front of them, and based on their observations, they draw conclusions that make sense to them. So, if you're someone who's forgetful when it comes to details of events or the stories of people have told you, you're not an INFJ. If you like this video so far, consider subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us build our community. Also, make sure to press the bell icon so you get notified for our future videos. 6. You make decisions based on facts. INFJs like to make decisions based on what they think is right, rather than what is actually right. They care a lot about people and try not to take any steps that may affect the harmony of the people living around them. Even if it costs them something important, an INFJ will please people at the expense of their own happiness. To an INFJ, feelings are more important than materials. So that's a very clear sign for you to know whether or not you're an INFJ. If you can make decisions or conclusions based on logic without caring much about its consequences on the people living with you, then you're definitely not an INFJ. 7. You need to socialize. INFJs get tired of socializing continuously. They like to take breaks every now and then. So, as someone who likes to socialize with people, go partying and drinking with your friends and colleagues, you need to know you're not an INFJ. While making friends and going out can be fun for other people, it's just not something INFJs can do, which is why these specific traits make it easy for you to understand which category you belong to. 8. You get bored in solitude. This is yet another strong sign. INFJs love staying by themselves. The only thing they never get tired of is sitting alone and thinking about whatever they want to. INFJs love conversations with themselves and look forward to such moments. If you are someone who doesn't like staying alone and needs to go party, then you are not an INFJ. 9. You do not relate to others. INFJs feel like they can understand other people extremely well, and they're also excellent at communication. They sometimes even feel the weight of others' emotions, and that is what makes them the best counselors of all. They're also very good at giving advice and providing a listening ear, So, if you have trouble putting your point across to make someone understand their problems better, then you may not be an INFJ. So, that's all for now. If you enjoyed watching this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. We'll be back soon with another video. Until then, take care.